Last time I delivered my take on mechanics and whether or not you should practice them, even though I am more on the game sense side of things. Now we finally go back to where I have the most knowledge and experience in. This time, I'll be talking about what could be considered as the most essential aspect when it comes to the game sense category, boost management. Why is it most important? Well, for most of your actions, whether it is going for an aerial, kickoff, shot or save, you need boost in order to be as efficient as possible when doing pretty much anything in Rocket League. The more consistent you are with managing your boost, the more actions you can do on the field. First off, let's begin with what you should know in the first place. Small pads give you 12 boosts whenever you go over them, while the corner boosts give you 100 boosts. Even though they give a lot of boosts, they take 10 seconds to respawn, while the pads of 12 take around 4 seconds before they can be taken again. This is why it is important to prioritize the pads of 12 over the corner boosts. If you're already going to max speed, don't use boosts as it'll do little nothing, as you can see in the side-by-side comparison. You can, however, use a little bit of boost every time you make a slight turn in order to keep the momentum going. Just make sure to be near or on a path of pads for more efficiency in your boost management. Speaking of momentum, the best way to gain momentum while using a little boost is to flip until you are on max speed. The only problem, however, is that you cannot go in any other directions during the flip animation, which is why it is heavily recommended to gain momentum by doing speed flips instead. If you already know how to do a speed flip, good for you. If you don't worry, as there are lots of tutorials that show you how to do the specific mechanic. The best way to train on your boost management is to play once. Here is a tip that can be very efficient when done correctly, depending on whether you are in offense or defense. The only corner boost you can take without going out of position is the other team's corner boost when you're rotating back. If you're just attacked from one of the sides of the field, you can always go for both corner boosts when rotating back, although it takes more time, therefore making you more likely to be out of position to make a play. If you do manage to pull that off without any issues whatsoever, the opponent's defense should break down more easily to then eventually lead to a goal most of the time. This is why it's important to go for the pads of 12 rather than the big boosts, because if you're on the receiving end of this tactic, you can always rely on the small pads that are in the middle of your half of the field, most notably the pads in front of the net, as they allow you to stay close enough to make a defensive play while collecting boosts in order to be able to defend, or in the best case scenario, make your breakaway. In short, most of the time during your Rocket League match, it all comes down to whether or not you have the necessary resources in order to make decisions, said resources being boost and momentum. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, if you know how to manage what you have in a tank, you should have the upper hand, as it is a great tool to have in your gameplay. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, make sure to drop a thumbs up, leave a comment, and most importantly, subscribe, as it means a lot to me and keeps me going with making content. Make sure that you also turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Also, if you've been following my channel, I apologize for the lack of content over the past month and a half, as I had a lot of stuff going on in my life during that period of time. Now that I'm back, I should be able to keep up a consistent upload schedule. My name is Kether, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.